very sensitive because that is food. Food. Because I knew my problem. And so you have to be very strategic, you know. Whereas others were saying unity, development, non my post I had quality and quantity. Those are the most important issues in the dining hall, you know. And I was voted, but my brothers and sisters, I was in a boys' school. One time they prepared porridge, it was bad, it was smelling like nuts. I'm telling you, I woke up and I was seated in a dish. They carried me from the dormitory, I found myself in a dish. And I was in a rural school. You know, I went to a school where English was illegal. Even in English, they used to teach it in vernacular. They're not going to kusoma no suna nechi ne dhani no suna nechi. Ati lero dhani yeso etira kuno suna. That's how we started. It was in Uganda. Hey. It was so serious. And then the part that I used to find very interesting was the speech day. You sing songs you don't even understand. Yeah, but somehow I managed as a food prefect. But when I failed to put on weight, that's when I knew that my genes and chromosomes won't handle. Okay, anyhow, the food is all set. When the time comes, we shall let you know. But allow me to ask Vincent and his cheeky, lovely sugar baby. That's his wife. Amazing she is. Behind every successful man, there's an empowered woman. And there's besides, not behind. You know one time? One time Honorable Matembe went to Kulu and she found men walking ahead of their wives. Said, no, we can't accept it. Why? You should walk at least on the side and things like that. This can't happen. A few years later, she went back to Kulu and this time the women were walking in front of the men. And she was excited, said, yes, this is women special empowerment. Then after she asked the men, she asked the women, so how did you manage to do it? Said, don't you know that they are landmines? Okay, you know, that's how big they could get. So now we need them to walk beside. It's very important to walk on the same side. Okay, DJ.
I was putting on a grey suit. I started checking. Time is done. What are we going to do? In fact, I was not even in the rightful position of driving back home. But after some time, whoever used to come to her, Christy, look at them. Christy, she looks so. At the end of the day, she told them, here, you give us 5,000 shillings every day for Kakuyege. About 40.
How much is that?
How much is that? 40 people? Kumitan. Has got the capacity among you to mobilize those funds every day. Those are the problems that we are facing. She told them, we got a number of about 150 people. She told them that Kakuyege, do you know what Kakuyege is? Kakuyege is a voluntary work. You do something for someone. When she happens to be in parliament, you'll be one of the beneficiaries. Ate batugambye amanya amateeka nze mwami wange yakyakala naleeta abaana bana ate n'abange n'abagoba awaka okirabye. So that's what you're supposed to do. You tell them what they're supposed to do, what is the benefit of Kakuyege, what are they supposed to do, what are they supposed to tell people. Hey, that is your laughter. Now, after some time, we left the place. It is called Injeru Town Council. We left Injeru towards Jinja. When everybody was saying, the woman is presentable. Others actually, they told us, no, when you go to school, who is ready to be second? Everybody wants to be first. But they were telling us, no, the quarter of her votes. So here, people, you should look at my candidate as already in Parliament, and each and every lady who is here, your issues are going to be agitated for when Christine is in Parliament. You give her a very good hand clap. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your words of wisdom. Feel free to share, your views with them, because everyone has an opinion. An opinion is like a nose. Each one has one. It's the size that matters. I remember the days when people used to look for votes in high school. The issue was how many English words can you speak that we won't understand. The one who had the most is the one who would take the vote. Would come and say, allow me to elucidate in this excruciating conundrum what my manifesto will be. In this particular situation, I'd like to tell you that when you vote me into power, I'll make sure that the Kuma is such, and people are clapping. The guy has successfully confused you. All right, feel free to share your views. Any other person here, the mic still continues around, and maybe this time from a lady. Yeah? I think I should ask the lady next to me here. Not so. What advice do you have? At least they should drink water before they start the election. Your name and something to say for them?
My name is Melissa. I think we should go home to home, getting to know the people more, because if you're campaigning for the people, you have to be a person of the people. So you're supposed to really know what they really need, because this is about a common man and what they need, their basic needs, especially if every family can afford food, water, and to educate their young ones.
Thank you, Melissa. Those are the real issues. I was watching TV last night, and there's a honorable minister in a certain constituency. I won't mention his name. He told the people that the constituency that gives him more votes will get 2 million shillings. And like, now it's a bait, Politics are now a bait. All right. Thank you so much for those issues.
No, people say that there is enough.
As you can see, there's more food coming from. Please eat as much as you can. FIDA Uganda, like to say. Yes, FIDA Uganda. Now I'd like to call upon our CEO, come and just say a few words and invite the chairperson to also address us as we continue to enjoy this evening. Thank you very much.
Ladies and some gentlemen, I'm here by default. When my chair is around, I take the back seat. And so with those few words, I thank you sincerely for being here. It is important that we show each other solidarity. Thank you so much for coming, and it's my pleasure to invite the chairperson of FIDA, Miss Laura Nyerikindi. You're welcome. I'm just her civil servant.
Good evening, ladies and older gentlemen. We are so glad that you could come and be with us today at this very significant event. As you know, FIDA has been based at the grassroots for a very long time. We've had a very significant presence and impact. And so you may wonder what today is about. We've realized that as a result of our activities and impact, there is still a disconnect between what is happening at the grassroots and the policy-making processes. So although we've been articulating the issues of vulnerable women and children and marginalized groups in society, we feel now that there is a need to build strategic alliances and bridges with key decision-making structures, one of whom is Parliament. And we shall move to the executive and the judiciary in due course. Now, as we said before, or we didn't say, but Christian mentioned, we are non-partisan organization, FIDA. We are not politically active, but we do support the rights of women to enjoy or realize their political rights. And so it is very important for us to have women in key decision-making processes where they can influence policy. And the visibility of the women at that level is something that we hope for. Women are underrepresented in the public and political life, and they form the majority of the population. And in the political life, lawyers are largely underrepresented. So we felt it very important to support our sisters, to show them that we care about their fate. Within the political party structures, as Christian very ably put it, this is a very nascent, it's a very newly emerging institution of politics. And women are also probably not enjoying equal opportunities at the same level as men. So we felt it necessary to provide the support through the individual contributions that most of us have made. And FIDA as an organization will make other initiatives of support. And we will communicate this to the candidates. But we are so thankful that you came here in a great show of caring and solidarity. And we wish you a safe journey home. Please go and vote. That's also part of making the women visible in public. And thank you so much to our organizers. So I was dancing to the best of my ability. The contortions were very limited, but that was the best of my ability, believe me. To the Women's Agenda song, I think it's a wonderful song. We would like to ask our candidates to play this song when they are playing the national anthem and probably the party anthems, so that women everywhere will clue in and tap into the same message of hope, the same message of support, the same message that we can overcome our situations and enjoy our human rights. I'd like to begin by inviting Constance to receive her CD. Constance Obonyo, would you please come up? Christine Mugera, would you please come up and as you said, Chiri Chitia, you also slot in a few lines. Chiri Chitia, Chiri Chitia.
Chiri okay.
I wanted to come back up just for just one more thing, which I forgot to do, but I wanted to say thank you to Enid and Gold Events, because without them, this organization of, what you're seeing here has all been courtesy of Enid and Gold Events. So please make sure that she has done this for us for free, and yet she made a financial contribution as well. So Enid, thank you so much, and please hire Gold Events. They are very good.
Thank you so much, Enid. We really had a nice time in a very socially enabling environment, and we were able to hopefully make our candidates a few shillings richer. Thank you so much, Mr. Pablo. Such a fun. I used to watch you when you were competing. I couldn't vote, but happiness is killing me. Thank you very much. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, and bless you, king size. Hey, that's interesting. Yeah, the word FIDA, if you have to make it a little bit romantic, it comes like feed her. So you have to feed her, There's lots of food, drinks, feel free. Happiness will kill you. In fact, I'm also going to get this song, and I'll be playing it at our shows, not so. Yeah, we play it every Friday so that people can also enjoy, yeah? Thank you so much. Happiness. Women's agenda, you don't know. But there's a little still wants a compliment. Let's stand. Okay. The best thing in life are for free. Each compliment and admits to come with your landlord. They may introduce the
My name is Constance Obonyo. I'm standing for Women MP for Tororo District. I have many plans for my district, but all I can do is summarize them into just one block, because everything else centers around that thing, and it is the earning capabilities of the residents of Tororo. Because with the earning capabilities, everything centers around it. If someone cannot earn a living out of the work they do, an able-bodied person, then it takes away from them. It takes something away from them. It demeans them as a person. So that person cannot pay school fees. If that person can go to another person begging for school fees for their children, it demeans that person. If that person cannot provide for their families, it demeans that person. Therefore, everything I want to do for Tororo District centers around the earning capabilities of the residents of Tororo, be it access to markets, or funding for women's organizations or other organizations. They have many organizations. They have organizations for women, the youths have their own organizations, other people also have their organizations. The elderly, everybody has organizations. It's not about organizations, it's just about the funding for those organizations. The challenge is just for funding, to get funding, because from what I know, there is just a constituency fund of 10 million for every year, for every MP. And the constituency is very big, it's a whole district. It's not like other people who have just sections of the district. For example, that whole district